Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 20 of my Skrolk Campaign. I did some renaming. I know, it's not been, what, 4 episodes since citation needed since I did the last renaming, and I've gone and done it again. Oh, you're going to be so pleased with this. So,
What does Play Lord wish?
well, Karen, the temp, I wish you to go and sit by the shore of Bretonnian and hold with, Jeff. Exactly. Jeff over there is a pestilent disciple, and I haven't bothered renaming this guy because he won't be in this episode much anyway, so there's no point putting the effort in. And down here, now...
Best elite ratkin.
That's right, we've got Ulysses. Because basically people wouldn't shut up about it. So there's Ulysses. There's Ulysses. And then we had... Now, I was calling him Gareth, but obviously looking at it is Garth, isn't it? Garth. And so I've got his friend, Aine, the Wild Stallion. Oh, wait, no, that's Bill and Ted, isn't it? Well, the other guys. The guys who did Bohemian Rhapsody in a car with the headbanging, which is why you always do the headbanging in the headbanging bit in Bohemian Rhapsody. And if you don't, you're wrong. And that is the hill I will die on. Okay, so we've taken the Awakening.
That is not warranted.
Well, you say that. Henry is still over there, and he might take Pox Marsh, but to be honest, once he's taken Pox Marsh, he's got very little to... I mean, currently they were recruiting lots of very nasty shit. Depth Guard, Rotting Leviathans, Necrofex, Colossuses. They can't do that anymore. They don't have access to those units. So, if he does take Pox Marsh, we just kill him. Easy peasy, jobs are good. And so we have knocked out Luthor. Now, we do need to some point knock out Lockheer. I'm hoping that Malekith and Lockheer will confederate together. That would be the best timeline, but we'll see if that does happen. What I could actually do maybe is confederate with Tretch, but I suspect it probably isn't worth the effort.
Call me. Look, you can trust faith. Look at my long, lengthy, many-segmented tail.
I'm sorry? Is that the Skaven variety of a dick pic? Has she just sent me a dick pic? Don't like it. Tretch is... Oh, God. Good. Well, that's good. Between Malekith and Tretch showing me things, I don't really want to see... Oh, fine. Never mind. Right, well, okay, well, we've knocked out Luthor. Once we've knocked out Luthor, I need more food, basically. So at that point, maybe we head over to Bretonnian and start eating people. Maybe. We've got a plague going on. That's quite pleasing. There's plague everywhere. I mean, I say everywhere. It's, you know, it's close to everywhere. It's spreading. And that's good. We want to spread the plague, weaken everyone. I want to spread my undercities far and wide and basically give everyone plague. That's the plan.
Rabbit delights.
Exactly. Did we put an undercity in here? We did, and we're building stuff. That's fine. I'm going to put an undercity in Skaven Blight for no particular reason other than just the sheer lols, basically. I just like the idea of having an undercity in Skaven Blight, which is itself the greatest undercity. So that's why we're doing that. There's no real reason for it. It's strategically not really worth the effort, but fucking hell is it going to make me giggle. And sometimes that's all I need. We're actually spreading quite a lot of Skaven corruption, which is causing them some issues. And it's also going to help us because, of course, we'll get lots of free whatsits. Not whatsits. That's a cheesy crisp-based treat. Rats. You know, where the rats come out of the ground. That thing. What's that called? Underground rats. I think it's called. What the? If you just it's got a full stack. I hope it's just bog standard undead. Arkan actually, you know, on the advance. That's good to see. For some reason, Katep's still alive. Why, I don't know. Skeggy's dead. That's good, because I was at war with them. So the fact they're dead is pleasing. And we're spreading plague. Oh, God, we spread plague lots. Look at this. We've got Carrick Ziflin and Blackstone Post, I think. Both have the plague now. Obviously not self-isolating.
Poxes I could inflict on you, or our mutual enemy foes. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. What do you want? A non-aggression pact. Do I trust them? They don't. I'm going to say no because they like me at the moment because I'm fighting Luthor. But very soon there won't be a Luthor to fight, and at that point, suddenly we've got some issues. Carrick Norn has an Undercity now. Fantastic, lovely. So we've got Plague, and you can see these guys. They're not self-isolating. They're not social distancing. They've all caught the plague now. That's why you should. Well, these guys they will catch the plague at this rate. I mean, they're dead. They're still going to catch the plague. And looks like we spread the plague. Lots. That's really good. So will it just refresh then? Like in 5 turns, will it just like go, yep, another plague? Upon building completion, blighting all above until the Undercity is destroyed. An unending plague. Well, it says unending, but it says it's got 5 turns remaining, which suggests it's not unending. It suggests in 5 turns it's going to end, which is the opposite of unending as far as I'm concerned, but maybe it's just going to refresh. Okay, it's going to take... I won't be in this episode much. A little while longer to get... I mean, at this point, maybe I'm thinking, maybe I should have renamed him. But as it is, he's going to reach Skaven Blight next turn, and he's going to put an Undercity in there. And that will somewhat amuse me. We're just going to assault the garrison. There we go. And that's going... Does that please Malekith? Does hero actions against... Yes, it does. Excellent. So we can just keep batting, just keep whacking Bretonnia, and that will be fine. And I think we can probably do the same over here. Just steal the technology and upgrade our technology and piss off those guys and cheer up him.
But they will change nothing.
Well, that's gone from you intrigue me. Your plague robe leaves nothing to the imagination, does it, you naughty little rat?
Harbinger of doom.
Ooh, can I reach you? I can.
Against the code.
What do you have? So taking attrition. Could we take you?
Hornet am I.
Lord Skrolk can't, because he doesn't have an engineer, which is kind of a problem. But if I march you over here,
Grey Master.
do we go for it?
Don't be done.
He's got a couple of necrofexes. Can we? I think we can. Let's see if we can nip this little problem in the bud. They want it, which is fine. They don't have any artillery apart from the necrofex colossuses, so I don't think I need to waste any food.
You will fight. You die.
Sure. I think there's a good reason why Skaven are one of the most loved factions in the whole of Warhammer Fantasy. And it has to be because they're so fucking unique compared to everything else. I mean, elves, yeah, that's been done. And lizard men, yeah, I mean, we've seen lizard men before, but rat men, I mean, yeah, in a way, yes, but never like this. They're just so unique. Like... I mean, lizard men are basically Aztecs, aren't they? That's what I mean. You got the Empire, they're the Holy Roman Empire. I mean, where the fuck did the Skaven come from? They're just so unique in comparison to so many other races, and I think that's why everyone loves them. Yeah, we're sending some clan rats in to die. That's their job. Good job there. Taking a little bit of fire from the handguns, but we've got some fire of our own as the rattling guns open up and riddle the Mongols with bullets. There's a couple of necrofexes. They're taking some hits out on the storm vermin, but I think we'll be all right. On the left flank, we've got some depth guard, but the depth guard are going to be completely surrounded by sensor bearers who are going to hit them from every angle. And you can see the sensor bearers are going to look how fast their health is going down. And we've even got Anithrax charging in there to help. However, we do have a couple of bloated corpses who are currently pondering their next moves. It's a strong look. It's a strong look. There's 3 of the buggers. And they're heading for the Plague Monks, and that's not great. We don't want them running into our Plague Monks. Necrofex have decided to charge into combat against Gonorrhea. So Gonorrhea is ramming them. Anithrax is going to go and hug. Is going to get 3 hugs. More hugs. Oof. That hug knocks poor Anithrax down, and looks like one of the bloated corpses is actually getting away. Get him! Get it! And the Plague Monk Sensor Bearer's like, shit, what? No, we may be insane, but we didn't sign up for this bullshit. So they're running away. Fortunately, Anithrax comes up from a behind hug, and that sorts that little problem out. Most of the enemy units are now being dealt with. The Necrofex Colossus is still. I mean, yeah, I think guys, you're mostly hitting Chlamydia there, but never mind. Necrofex Colossus, he's unhappy. He's getting a ball swung in his face. He's not having a good time. The Vampire Fleet Admiral with Polearm is actually advancing up behind, but most of his army's dead. They're all starting to crumble away. He managed to get into combat finally with minus 49 leadership, which is just enough to get rammed. And then finally decide to crumble away. Perfect. That's Luthor dealt with. Should hopefully. I was hoping to get a little bit more food than that. I'm going to take the extra food because I just kind of need it at the moment, I think. And there we go. Luthor is dead, which is one of our victory conditions. Let's have a quick look here. So we just need to kill the Blessed Dread. I'm hoping they confederate with Malekith. And we also need to maintain 50% corruption. The Isthmus of Lustria, which is going to be... Well, I mean... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've already... Tretch has got one settlement there. We just need to build some things that will spread corruption in that general direction, and that should be fine. Worst case, we just recruit 50 fucking Plague Priests, because, I mean, we've got... How many can we recruit? Hang on. Nope, Sorcerer. We can get 6 more, so, you know, we just get 6 Plague Priests, stick them in that province. They're all rank 14. They'll all be swinging their balls around, and that will be fine. We also need to make sure we have Skaven corruption in these provinces. Now, some of the... Actually, you know what? I've been building these, haven't I? Mind you, it's over 50%, isn't it? And that seems actually to be okay. So we've got 62% there. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm building like the anti-corruption buildings because Skaven corruption is not necessarily always the best thing to do. But I think it will be generally fine. I think we produce enough corruption to push it over 50%. Oh my god. Huh. Interesting. Oh. Right. Fine. Fine. This is fine. Right. Oh, good. Well, that's the whole thing. I want to try and grab the Mark of the Old Ones if I can. It's not, you know, if we don't get it, not a big deal. If we do, great. And you are just one turn away from getting onto City and Skaven Blight, which will entertain me no end. And little Stuart is going, I don't know, get Death Frenzy? Sure, knock yourself out, buddy. You've been doing good work. Diphtheria. Oh, you can replenish troops, because we kind of need it. And I would actually like to get a Warlock Engineer in here. And I've said that for a while, haven't I? Thinking about it, I've said that for quite a while. And I haven't done it.
Fog of pestilence.
Yes, that's because you don't wash, Jeff. That's because you don't wash. Gonorrhea, you can have Arcane Conduits, because why not? Good job. Do we want to sort of... I mean, we're at war with these guys. Do I want to head... I kind of don't. I kind of want to head over to Bretonia, don't I? I kind of want to do that. Maybe I... Do I switch up? Because Ulysses' army isn't isn't the best. It was quickly recruited to deal with the problem. I'm kind of thinking now, maybe we just, you know, get 3 really good armies and then take them to Bretonia while we plague the shit out of everyone. That's, you know, that's where my thought processes are at the moment. Very much like, how can we plague the shit out of people? And how can I work that to my advantage? I'll be interested to see. I'm assuming the plague in Helmgart will refresh once it's ticked down. But I think what it does is when the plague spreads, it spreads -1 turn from the parent plague, which means that it can only spread so far. I think that's the logic behind it. Which is, you know, is fine. Do I want to kill Gernhardt's mercenaries? Ensure product quality, not something you generally find with Skaven, but never mind. We've got another Undercity over there, which is fine, but I'm not super excited about that. I just need more food. Anywhere I can get more food, I need more food. I also need to hide that. There we go. Good. So we're giving everyone plague. That's fine. It's still got 4 turns. Yeah. Look. Oh, is that not satisfying? Look how much plague there is. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'm really chuffed. Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased about all. So pleased about all the plague. MonstersAbound 2020. Holy shit. Okay, let's.
Harness the power.
Oh shit. I thought that the special agents were on a separate timetable than everyone else, but no, we need to wait 8 turns. Oh, well, that's bollocks, isn't it? I won't be in this episode much. My arse. Fucking right. Well, just sit there. Try not to annoy me too much. Do we want to kill beastmen? Yes, is the answer, because the idea of having beastmen meandering around my territory, especially when they fucking hate my guts.
Dreaded one.
Okay, we're going to come down here. We're going to declare war. I'm going to call my allies to help, and then we're going to fuck these beastmen up. And we've got an ambush on the beastmen. Lovely. Okay.
Time to attack.
Just to make sure that they don't get away.
Fight my brothers.
Now, while I can't see the Ungor because they're, you know, stealthed, I can guess where they'll be. And it's always very satisfying when you guess something like that, and then you get to see all the corpses as your artillery hits home. So that's what we've done there. Ian is running over to deal with the Beast Lord. Kind of missed, but you can see they're all blobbing up on this little corner here, which is fine. We sent in some spawned clan rats to go and take the Minotaur charge. These very, very sunburnt Minotaurs. I mean, they are in Nostria. It is very sunny down here. I'm going to get a couple of plagues. One plague there. We're hitting them with fire throwers. There's going to be another plague there. There we go. You'll just be able to watch the Ungors just literally explode. Yeah, watch all the giblets flying all over the place. It's fantastic. So many dead Ungors, and the ones that get close are instantly roasted. Ian has had a bit of a bad time, so we're going to send in the Death Squad to go and deal with these Ungor herd, and then the Beast Lord, the very, very sunburnt Beast Lord, is going to charge towards us and then change his mind and then go charging somewhere else. Fair enough. Most of the Ungor are running away because they took an absolute beating. You see where the plagues were. Absolute carnage. Jesus, there's so many dead Ungor. And the Minotaurs are being routed on the left flank as the Storm Vermin finally mop them up. They took a little bit of damage there, but that was fine. Hopefully we have done enough damage that some of these units will be completely destroyed at the end of the battle. We're going to send a Death Squad in to just chase them down, get as many kills as possible, wipe out as many of these units so that if the Beastman army does manage to get away, then at least, fingers crossed, they won't be too much of a threat until later on. Less than 400 escaped, but there's still enough to cause a bit of a problem. But we did get more food, so that's good. I'm going to eat them. Okay, they've retreated in that direction. Now, they will do one of two potential things. They will either try and... they'll struggle to break past us. They might try and beast path out. Alternatively, they might just like accept their fate and die. That would be my preference. If they could just sit there and then just die for me, that would be great. Ian can be tricksy. I'm hoping we kind of trap them here, and I don't know what to do about these guys. They eventually are going to declare war on me. That's just a stat. That's just given. They will eventually declare war on me, and then I'll have to deal with them. So, good times there. Plague still has 4 turns on it. Good, good, good. Don't want to do anything with that. Unassigned skill points. Anithrax. Anithrax. You can have, yep, more range for artillery units. And Corona. I'm going to... let's do some... oh, we spread the plague. Look at this. So much plague. Oh, yes. Look at all the plague. Oh, so good. So satisfying. Satisfying plague. It's the best kind of plague. It's the right. That's good. I'm hoping at some point.
Speak your words, but they will change nothing.
Okay. Well, sure. I mean, we're working on being friends with Malekith. Not that he's a very friendly guy, but that's fine. Research. Research. Ingenious plans. More food generation. That sounds quite good, doesn't it? That sounds quite good. And ooh, tax rates. That sounds also good. And more food. That sounds double good. More cash replenishment rate. That sounds good. I mean, a den of secrets, which I don't currently have. Surprise, surprise. Diplomatic relations with all factions would actually kind of... I mean, it's a bit trash. It's a bit trash, but... but, you know, it's a bonus. It will cheer Malekith up a little bit. All that kind of good stuff. And that's what we want to do. And Marathi is continuing to spread her cooties across Ulthuan. Across the west coast of Ulthuan. Do I have an Undercity spreading building in Vol's Anvil? I'm not 100% sure I do. Oh, is Tretch finally dealing with Kateb? Holy shit, that would be amazing. Do I want... Let's see how Tretch is getting on with Malekith. If he's getting on quite well, we might see if we can befriend him more. Oh, this I love this. I love this so much. I'm spreading plague. This is great. I want to spread more plague. More plague, the better. That's what I think. Ah, you tried to get away. Oops, sucks to be you. Give me some lunch. That's right. Look, beast nuggets. And you're leaving. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's not the worst. A little bit more food generation. We've got an Undercity in Arnheim. So that's good. Just need to do... we don't have anything here. Holy shit. No, I don't want that. I want spready spready. Spready spready, foodie foodie, hidey hidey. That's the trinity of Undercity creation. This makes a little bit of money, so it could be worth... doing something. Oh, we don't have food buildings here. Fucking hell. We don't have... I've spent all my money. Undercities are expensive. Holy shit. Do I want to eat you? I mean, yes is the answer. Plus you're all peasants. You're probably delicious. And I'm also thinking I probably want to kill you because I don't trust you.
Doom decay.
Doom decay indeed. Envoy of the council would help with making friends. Now, where's Tretch? Hello. Hello, Tretch.
Act good. To seal bond. Ha! No!
Okay. Could we... I mean, it's going up. You like all the bad things I'm doing to other people that you don't like, so that's good. So we could just, like...
Kill faster! Unlock the gates!
Just keep smashing shits. While we spread plague everywhere. Ah, I love this. It's so good. I'm legitimately smiling because I'm spreading plague. Oh, it's so dissatisfying. Oh, I need more plague cauldrons. I need more plague cauldrons. I need more plague. More plague, the better, in my opinion. This has turned out far better than I could have ever hoped. Now, the trick is going to be here. Obviously, I'm going to go to war with the Empire. That's going to help make friends. However, I also need to make sure that, because as soon as, like, if let's say, and this is like a big if I manage to wipe out the Empire, Malekith is then not going to have, like, you know, we're bonding over the fact I'm beating up Karl Franz, and that's fine. But as soon as Karl Franz is dead, you know, what have we got to bond over anymore? That's the problem. So I need to be careful to win the campaign before I've killed everyone. So there we go. You could be an opportunist. I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing here, but that's fine. You can have, like, tail weapon, sure. What did I give you? Did I give you? Did you level up? Did I give you some random shit? Sounds like the kind of thing I do. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Anyway, right. Let's go and kill these guys because they're in the way. Yeah, sure.
Doom them. Kill for me, ratkin.
I mean, you've got to give it to gonorrhea. That is some... I mean, that's got to be a hell of a ride, isn't it? I mean, you've got to have a lot of upper body strength. That's... He's probably buff as shit under that robe. You know, you think Grace is, you know, wizards, right? Probably not into physical activity. But these guys, holy shit. Okay, so the dual plague again. There we go. That's going to hit quite a few of the peasant bowmen and also the spearmen men at arms who try to then march through it. So good job there, guys. Well done. Classic Bretonnian peasant tactics. And then we're going to drop rocks on them because why the fuck not? And then, of course, hit them with the rattling guns. I mean, this was always going to be a slaughter. Bretonnian peasants are shit. They're awful. They're just terrible. So yeah, that'll do it. Well, I mean, unless the lady's blessing can stop bullets. So, yeah, this Bretonnian lord, who is the only lord in an entire group of peasants, which is an interesting tactic for a Bretonnian, is currently getting gunned down. He's also getting poison wind globes thrown at him. He's eventually going to charge into the storm vermin, which, I mean, he's going to get a couple of kills, but, you know, what's his plan, realistically? His army is fucked. The Dwarf Thing Menace are up to 30 kills, having been mowing down all of the Bretonnian peasants they can find. I mean, these are basically mincing machines, and they're up against very, very squishy infantry. As such, it's not going to work very well, basically. It's just going to be a Bretonnian peasant slaughter. I mean, at least lunch is served, I guess. So that's nice. That's good. I mean, not for them, obviously. For them, it's very, very bad. You don't want to be lunch. Well, that's a lot of very elite peasants who came a long way to die horribly.
Then die.
And hopefully... Oh, forbidden rods. That'll help my food situation a little bit. What will help it more is if we go and eat these guys. Now, the handguns are nasty, but to be honest, dealing with infantry is pretty much our speciality. We can murder infantry pretty efficiently, so I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. Let's get a bit more ammo there. That'll be fine. And good. Right, little Stuarts. You're going to steal tech. Thank you. That'll do. And I've decided we need to get Ulysses some better units, because I've decided. So we're going to get rid of these guys.
Master Assassin.
And then I'm not going to do anything, because I don't have enough money. But we will get him some better units, but that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.